Casinos are designed with one goal in mind: to keep you playing. One of the most effective psychological tricks they use is making you remember your wins more than your losses. Even though the odds are stacked in the house's favor, casinos employ a variety of strategies to create the illusion that you're winning more than you actually are. This psychological manipulation encourages you to keep gambling even when you're losing. Let's take a closer look at how casinos set up systems to make you focus on your wins and forget about the losses. One of the most powerful tools in a casino's arsenal is the use of near wins. These are situations where you almost win, but just fall short, like getting two matching symbols on a slot machine, but missing the third. Your brain registers a near miss as a win, releasing a small burst of dopamine. This creates a psychological effect that makes you feel like victory is just around the corner, even though you didn't actually win. These moments tap into the brain's reward system and trick you into thinking you're more successful than you are. Casinos use a technique called variable reinforcement, which is based on unpredictability. You don't win every time you gamble, but you win enough to keep you hooked. This uncertainty about when you'll win next keeps you engaged. Your brain loves unpredictability, and it keeps you craving the next win. The small wins are frequent enough to keep you feeling good, but the big wins are rare enough that you continue to gamble in hopes of hitting one. The feeling of almost winning or just one more bet becomes ingrained, making you more likely to keep playing. When you gamble, you often feel like you have some control over the outcome, even though the results are purely random. For example, players might press a button at the exact right moment or adopt superstitions, like always playing a particular machine. This sense of control, even though it's illusory, reinforces the idea that if they just try harder or play a little longer, they can turn their luck around. The brain tends to focus on moments where these actions lead to a win, giving the false impression that control is possible, even when it's not. Casinos are designed with sensory overload in mind. The bright lights, the clanging of coins, or the flashing graphics on digital machines, and the celebratory sounds that play when you win are all deliberately chosen to amplify your experience. These sensory cues are highly rewarding and help make the win feel even more significant. The more rewarding the win feels, the more likely you are to remember it positively, even if it was a small or insignificant win in the grand scheme of things. Casinos are structured to distract you from your losses. You don't see big red signs or loud announcements reminding you how much money you've lost. Instead, their focus is always on the next possible win. Machines reset quickly after a loss, and there's no lingering negative feedback to remind you of your mistakes. This absence of reminders allows your brain to gloss over your losses and focus on the fun of the game and the next potential win. Another key psychological element is social proof. Casinos are often filled with people celebrating wins, clapping, cheering, and shouting. Even if you're not winning, seeing others win builds the illusion that winning is common, which encourages you to keep playing. The excitement around you makes you more likely to remember the wins and feel like you're part of that winning experience, even if it's just vicarious. Even small wins, such as getting a few coins on a slot machine, are celebrated and can feel like a major success. These small wins are intentionally designed to feel rewarding and give you a sense of achievement. The brain registers these moments more positively, even if they don't significantly affect your finances. Over time, these minor wins accumulate in your memory, creating a distorted sense that you're winning more than you are. Casinos have mastered the art of making you remember your wins more than your losses. By using near wins, random rewards, sensory cues, and distractions, they create an environment where the excitement of potential success outweighs the reality of consistent losses. This psychological manipulation keeps you coming back for more, making it harder to recognize the long-term losses. Understanding these tactics can help you recognize when you're being influenced and, ideally, make more mindful decisions when gambling.